single trades, but scale methodically according to their account size. They understand at a bone deep level that trading isn't about one magnificent trade, but about thousands of trades executed over years. It's a marathon, not a sprint, and marathons are won through pacing, not bursts of reckless speed. What's remarkable is how proper position sizing creates a cascade of positive psychological effects. When your size is right relative to your capital, you can withstand multiple consecutive losses without panic. You aren't tempted to constantly meddle with your trades. Your time horizon extends, your breathing slows, your analysis sharpens. You can follow your plan with precision rather than emotion. Consider the revelation this presents. Perhaps the most powerful edge in trading isn't a secret indicator or formula, but simply the discipline to size positions correctly. This single habit creates the space for clear thinking when others are in emotional turmoil. It allows you to act deliberately when others react impulsively.
This color, let's stay right there. Look. If this one break curve back up,
you cannot survive.
you can jump in.
Every other aspect of trading, analysis, entry timing, market.
It's head and shoulder right now, guys.
If your sizing knocks you out of the game, this perspective transforms how you view risk, turning it from something to be maximized into something to be carefully managed. Comment.
Watch out, head and shoulder.
If you've realized that longevity in the markets is your true competitive advantage.
Why did Amazon send me $20,000? Because I use Amazon AI. I'm going to show you a way to potentially make money by pairing Amazon with the power of AI without ever selling physical products.
See, I say right here, dumb it, dumb right here.
Why is Amazon paying me $60,000
Pull back.
a month? Well, I didn't make this kind of money.
Make a ball, bear flash. It hit resistance here, bear flash, it start go down. And right now they do head and shoulder.
But I put them up on Amazon and it was so exciting. The first time I tried it,
Head and shoulder when it break.
and I was like, oh my goodness, this actually
It's not 100%, right? But the possibility you can break.
over 300 million customers just a click away.
As we've
Watching the possibility break right here and hit on the VWAP. Head and shoulder, VWAP, and then see what's going on.
Mental framework that stands between success and failure in the markets. What fascinates me is how these principles extend far beyond trading into every area of life, where clarity, discipline, and
right now head,
matter. The journey
shoulder,
of mastering these
head,
questions isn't about reaching
shoulder,
a destination. It's about embracing the
shoulder,
continuous process of improvement, where each trade
right here, head and shoulder.
is not just a financial transaction, but a chance to refine
It's not 100%.
decision-making. This is the
Only if when it break right here,
traders allow
550
market
can
conditions.
go back all the way here, 560, 570,
I'd love to have you join our community by hitting that subscribe button.
and then come back
I
up
share
here.
these hard-earned trading
If not,
lessons regularly, and I've seen
Need to hold right here,
firsthand how they
450,
transform
460.
not just
If
results,
not, come down,
but the
done.
entire experience of navigating the markets. For those of you who made it all the way through this deep dive, type golden questions in the comments. I'd love to know who's serious about elevating their trading psychology to the next level. And if this resonated with you,
Night ball flat right now.
others discover these principles too. I put together a video right
Watch
now
out the volume.
that explores the concept of trading with absolute clarity. It's the perfect companion to what we've discussed.
Call it
today.
ball flat.
Click and continue this journey with me there, where we'll take these principles even further and show you exactly how to implement them in your daily trading routine. Remember, the market doesn't reward.
Right here called ball flat.
It rewards those who see clearly, risk wisely, and survive long enough to catch the big moves.
When we rediscover our place in nature, we remember its place in us. It's time we let nature's wonder back into our lives.
The second the tweet went out, I was vehemently attacked
I disagreed with them on this one topic.
Volunteer. Crazy volunteer. Crazy guy. Volunteer never die. You tune the dots. Look straight up.
Best traders in the world. The one thing I learned was they take losses, and they take losses quickly. They recognize that they're wrong, and they get out. They don't mess around. They don't sit around in a losing trade and try to say, well, it's going to turn around. They are very quick in exiting a trade, taking a loss, and their motto is, it could be the right idea, but it's the wrong time.
Sitting down today with Blake Morrow. It's been a while since talking to you, Blake, about trading and kind of how you do things in the market. We were on the trading battle together a few weeks back. It was a lot of fun, kind of trading during the NFP. So good to have you back on the podcast, and look forward to discuss your background in trading.
Thank you. It's nice to be here, and it was it was a fun trading battle. Those non-farm payrolls and any of those news type of events can be interesting to trade. I've spent many years trying to tackle and polish my trading around the news, but it used to be easier years ago, believe it or not, and it's become a little bit more difficult as years have gone by.
So tell me a bit more about kind of who you are and what you do these days.
Well, my name is Blake Morrow. I'm the president of Forex Analytics. I started that about 10 years ago. So prior to that, I started as a trader in 1996 as a trader at block trading, and block trading was one of the first day trading operations ever to exist in the United States, and they were featured in a Forbes magazine. And you know, I had a Forbes magazine. I was already a stockbroker at the time. That means I used to just call people, tell them what stocks they should buy, what stocks they should invest in. I actually did the IPO of Pixar animation. Maybe you might know some of their movies that they've done for kids in years past, like Toy Story. Anyway, but I became a trader at Block Trading as an independent trader. I had an investor. We found an investor that would back myself and my best friend. We started trading in '96. By 1999, we were the largest traders in Phoenix, Arizona, and we opened our own brokerage firm in Dallas. So a bunch of us, there's like 5 of us, we moved to Dallas, Texas to open our own brokerage firm called Centerpoint Securities. And we had our own day trading operation right through September 11th. So I traded through all those years, and we eventually sold our company to a company called the Wise Trade Group, and then I became their chief of the currency division for many years, and then we were bought by Ally Financial, or MB Trading rather, which was bought by Ally Financial. So I was chief currency strategist throughout the transition. And then once Ally Financial bought our company, we knew they were going to they were going to kill the currency trading division or currency analysis division. So that's when I spun off to start Forex Analytics, which was about 10 years ago.
I want to go back into how you started trading in the first place. Like, what was that your first experience with trading for you?
Well, I think that's a loaded question, but I mean, going back then, joined block trading in 1996, and so when I joined block trading in 1996, I really didn't know what I was doing. I was in the internet bubble, if you will, and I got pretty lucky on a couple of different fronts. First of all, my best friend who traded next to me, he learned how to trade from a market maker that brought a company public called GoToNet. And GoToNet, the ticker symbol was GNET at the time. He had a very good feel of the stock because he knew the people behind it and everything else. Well, learning how to trade next to my friend who was actually quite skilled in trading was great. He was a great mentor to have. By doing that, he taught me a lot of like some of the key principles that you learn as a trader. But you have to remember, at that time we didn't have the internet to watch other people. We couldn't talk to other people. You had to talk to traders that are around you. And there's a group of 50 guys, predominantly guys, in an office, and there was a few women traders. And you kind of learn from the people around you, the do's and don'ts about risk management and positioning, and how to take losses and how to extrapolate gains and all sorts of things. Anyway, my initial experience was I took $50,000, and in 6 months I lost 30,000 of it. So now you also have to keep in mind, I was living off the market. So if I wasn't making money, if I didn't make above and beyond $50,000, I wasn't making money. And so I was really living like a extremely poor college student. Well, because this was kind of my education at this stage. And then after that, for the next 3 years, I ended up just learning how to trade, digging myself out of a hole, and I turned that 20,000 into about 1.5 million 3 years later. And so as a result of that, myself and a few other traders, we opened our own brokerage firm in Dallas, and half of those profits were mine. So I left my investors, started trading for myself, and kind of the rest was history.
Tell me about that pressure of trading when you have to make a living from it. Like, you have to get a certain amount of returns per month to pay your bills from it. How do you deal with that?
That's a good question. I get asked by traders all the time, how do I do this for a living? there's a couple of components that are most important in my opinion. You always have to have enough of a what you call a cushion. So you figure out what it costs you every month to live. You have to have 6 months, year, more than that, socked away so you don't think about it. Because the moment you trade and you need to trade to make money, or you don't pay for you can't pay for your bills, you can't pay for food, you can't support your family, whatever the case may be, you're really your back is against the wall, and you're going to make very poor decisions. So I've always found it best to trade, with an ample. You obviously have to have a great trading account. You have to have a proper trading account with decent leverage. You have to understand your risk, and you also have to have money put aside that you don't even think about, that is strictly just used to pay bills. And you need to make sure that you keep that supply of capital on the side always replenished. As long as that happens, and I think for most people it's probably 6 months, a year, 2 years worth of capital sitting on the side, then you don't have the pressures when you're trading, because every market is different, and as a trader you have to learn how to deal with that specific market and what's happening at that moment. And not every market's going to give you opportunities. I mean, hell, I would consider myself 90% predominantly a currency trader. I know seasonality. I know when the good times are. I know when the